Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and your day is going with excellence. So, I am doing a video on my brushes and I haven't done this for a long time. So, I thought I would do another video, and some things have changed with my brush usage. So, um, almost all my brushes are e.l.f. except for a few. Um, So I'm going to get started. So this is the e.l.f. fan brush. All right. And the one thing I really, really like about e.l.f. is that they put the name of the brush on the brush. It's not a guess the type of brush. So it's not a guess the type of brush it is. You know exactly what the brush is. Now this brush is not dense. It's really you know, it's um it's just really I don't know, I don't like the word flimsy, but it's just not I use it for if I get any powder when I'm using eye color, if I get any powder down on my uh you know, face, I just use this to just sweep it right off my face. That's about the only thing I use this for, because I tried using it for highlighter and it just isn't firm enough. It's not dense enough to pick up the product. So that's what I use it for. All right. So then this is, it's a blending eye brush is what it is. But um, sometimes I use it and sometimes I don't for what it's meant for. Other times I've used it as a highlighter brush. The reason why I don't use it for what it's used for is because my lower eyelid, where I put eye color, is smaller than my pinky finger. And so there's not a lot of space for this to work. All right. And if I used it for what it's meant for, it would really rearrange my shadow. So I use this for other things besides my eye, but that's what it's supposed to be for. But I do like it. But it's firm. It's not super dense, but it's dense enough. It's a lot more firm than the fan brush is. All right. Okay. Next. Okay. So, excuse me. This is e.l.f.'s small stipple brush. All right. And I got a small stipple brush for foundation because the big one is really big, and my thought is it would be too big for me to get into the small areas of my face, you know, the contours and around my nose and stuff like that. So I bought this, and it really is the small stipple brush. I show you what that is, but it works very well. It works very well. I've used this several times, and it really does do what it says. So I really like it. All right, next. Okay, so this next brush is not an e.l.f. brush. This brush is Bare Minerals, okay? And this is the Perfecting Face brush, all right? And the one thing I like about this brush a lot is this brush has like a well on the inside of the brush. It doesn't go super deep, but let me see if I can angle it a certain way so you can, if you're seeing it, it has a well, like like a dip into the brush, like a holder, if you can see that. And so when you put your um, brush into the mineral makeup, and you swirl it around like so, it goes into the little well right there. I really like that with application of mineral makeup. So I really, really like this brush. So I use it a lot with my mineral makeup. But I have Bare Minerals. I have the L'Oreal Mineral Makeup, and I use it for both of them. So I really like this brush. This is one of my favorite brushes. So I always use it with my mineral makeup. But I do have another mineral brush, which I'll be showing you in a minute. But this is definitely a favorite brush of mine. So if you come across this brush, um, uh, you may like it. So I know I do. I like it better than just the regular applicator brushes, just because it grabs a hold of the product and really um, applies it well. And it sticks on the inside and on the outside. So it's definitely a plus for me. Okay, so the next brush is not what I use it for. So this is the e.l.f. concealer brush. All right. And it looks like this. And it's really small and tapered. It's dense. It's really dense, which I like. This is what I use for my eye color, all right, because mine are really small. I don't use a regular eyeshadow brush because they're really big. So I like it because it gives me precise control over where I put the eye color, and I really like that. So I used to use an e.l.f. brush, not an e.l.f. brush, a Wet n Wild brush, and it did all right. It's really firm too. There are some things I didn't like about it. Let me see if I have that. No, I don't. Okay, so that the e.l.f. brush, not the e.l.f. brush, the Wet n Wild brush was a lip brush, and these are both concealing brushes. And I bought several of these, so I could have more than one. But I really like them. They work very well for an eye color applicator. I just really, really, they apply well. I really like them. And I know most people wouldn't use them that way, but they work really, really well for me. All right, so the next brush is not an e.l.f. brush. This is Laura Geller's brush that I bought a set from Laura Geller, a package set of one thing in there was the foundation, the baked brighten and foundation, and then one was a blush, and then there were other products in there. Well, one of the products in there was this, and I have used this for a mineral makeup brush as well, and I do like it. So this is the one thing that I really like that I do use. I've not used the applicator at the end, but I do like this brush, and I do use it on occasion. All right. Oh, and it really is. It's dense. I mean, it's not really hard and rigid. It is pliable, but it is thick, and it is dense enough for application. So I really like it. Okay, so the next thing is not e.l.f. This is a Smashbox brush. All right. I want to make sure you can really see. This is Smashbox. Okay. And it is a cream cheek brush. Let's see if you can see this here. It's right there. It is a cream cheek blush. All right. And it does work with some powder um, um, blushes. I have Maybelline. I have a blush by Maybelline that it works very well with. And I have one other blush that it works very well with. It does not work with cheekers at all. So, but I really like this brush. It works very well. But I would really like to get some cream cheek blush so I can see what it's like with that. But I really do like this brush, and I wouldn't mind getting more Smashbox brushes. So I really like this one. All right, so the next one is this is my e.l.f. blush brush. All right. And I use it for a blush brush. And it really does pick up the blush and, um, you know, uh, apply blush. It's dense enough to pick up the product, but not super, super firm. This is what it's like. From on the sides, it's still dense and it's thick, but it's really soft to work with. So I do like it. Um, I have several brushes similar to this. They're all different, and I will be showing you this, but um, I do use this all the time. So, and another thing I like about these brushes I'm showing you is the black handles. I just really like those. Okay, so the next brush is um, this is my mineral powder brush. This is by e.l.f. It's my mineral powder brush. All right. And this does work. It does apply well. I do like it. It's very dense. It's very thick, and it is pillowy, if you will. I mean, it's soft enough, to apply, which I like. It's soft enough to apply and then buff in. Um, but it's not you know, like the fan brush. It's really dense, but I like it. Uh I've used it a lot uh for mineral makeup application. So I really do like it. So, and I don't use it for anything other than I suppose I could use it for a powder brush. I haven't tried it though. I should use it for a powder brush and then let you know whether it works or not. But I really do use it for mineral makeup, so I really like it. And it works very well. All right, so the next brush is Flawless Concealer Brush. Okay, so um, I use this for um, highlighter. I don't use concealer. I use this for highlighter sometimes, and I go back and forth between this brush and another one. And this is another one. It is dense-ish, but it's not super firm. As you can see, you can really move it back and forth. But I do like it. It does work. And actually, I do use it more as a utilitarian brush for whatever I want to do with it. And it works very well. All right. So the next brush this is my powder brush, my e.l.f. powder brush. All right. And this really does pick up powder, and it does apply. And it does apply all over. The top is really, really soft. It's really dense. Okay. It's dense enough. I cannot, you can see, move it over, but it's really soft on top, and it does have enough give to apply powder. So I like it too. Um, I have not used this for makeup application except for powder, but I do like it. I do like it. So then my next brush. Okay, so this is a gift that e.l.f. sent me. All right, they sent me a gift, and I use it. Okay, I really like the color. It's this neonish, this really unique pink. I really like it. The handle and everything. It's a very, very soft, pillowy brush. And I just like it. But I've used this for blush. I've used it for powder. I've used it for a lot of stuff, and I really like it. And I really appreciate, Elf, that you sent this to me. I really like this brush. I like the color. I like the brush itself. It's a great brush, and I do use it. So I appreciate you sending this to me. So thank you. So then I have two new brushes I have not used, okay, at all. The first one is a buffing foundation brush, okay, and yes, it's still in the package. All right. So I'm going to take it out of the package and I'm going to show you this. And, it's just it says pump foundation on the back of your hand, dip brush into product, and apply in a circular buffing motion onto the skin for a flawless airbrushed appearance. Build coverage where needed and stay as sheer as preferred. And then it says to clean regularly with e.l.f. brush shampoo or daily cleaner and lay flat to dry. So I'm going to open this for you. And something else I really like about e.l.f., their packaging. I like that it comes in a clear, you can see the brush, you can see what you're getting. All right, I really like that. And then the top, it just really opens up really easy. There's a sticky portion right here, right there. And you can just put it back in there and it just seals. I like that. I like all their packaging. All right, so, excuse me, I have a dog here that wants to go out. Just a minute here. Show you this brush in just a second. All right. So, all right. So this again is the buffing foundation brush. All right. And I have not used this yet. This is brand new. This is what it looks like. And since I have no experience with it yet, it's really soft on top. It feels really good. It's really soft on top. I really like it. And it's really dense, okay? But the first time I use it, you'll be there to see it and we'll see it together because this is the first time, um, that you've seen it. I might have taken it out of the package right after I bought it. I don't remember, but, I just wanted to do a video on all my brushes so that you could see them up close. And something else, they have all their brushes and the rundown on their brushes on their website. So, if you don't want to do all that in store, wherever it is you shop, if it's Walmart or wherever else, you might go over to their site if you like e.l.f. brushes. And, because with every e.l.f. brush, they say exactly what it's for and what it does and all of that. So you might do that because I go in to e.l.f. site and I check out things before I buy them. So, all right. So the next one is the e.l.f. Duo, the Complexion Duo Brush. All right. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. And it's a duo-sided brush. Okay. And it says the Complexion Duo Brush. Use the larger end of the brush to apply foundation using a circular motion on the large area of your face. Use the smaller end of the brush to apply and buff concealer in the small areas of your face. And then clean regularly with e.l.f. brush shampoo or daily cleaner and lay flat to dry. So, this is what that brush looks like up close. All right. And this is what it looks like. Okay. Just a minute here. There we go. And this is what it looks like. And I really like that. I really, really like it. The top part is really soft, fluffy, but it is dense enough to do the job. And then the flip side, the little brush, which I would probably use this for a lot of other things than concealer, but so we'll find out with both of these. So that is all for my brush set. Like I said, I haven't done this video for quite a while, and I wanted to show you all of my brushes, and the majority of them are e.l.f. except for 2 or 3. I had the e.l.f. Kabuki brush, but it was way too big for my face, so I gave that to someone who could use it better. Since it was too big for me. And except for the mineral brush from Bare Minerals and the Laura Geller brush, everything else is e.l.f. I do have a Wet n Wild brush. I had 2 Wet n Wild brushes. One was for our shadow, and then the other one I just used for whatever, and I didn't like Wet n Wild. It did pick up the product somewhat, but it didn't apply very well, and I just didn't like them. Also, there isn't a description of, what the brush is for. All of e.l.f. brushes have what it's for. It has, blush brush, powder brush, concealer brush. e.l.f. does, or not e.l.f., Wet n Wild doesn't have that. They're just a brush, and they're just used for whatever, I guess. But I just didn't like the way they just didn't apply very well. I mean, the product would be on there, but they just, the product did not go on my face well. So I decided I didn't like that. So I bought I bought a whole bunch of e.l.f. brushes and haven't looked back. So that's it, everybody. That is all of my e.l.f. brushes thus far. So, all right, everyone. Oh, and I have the e.l.f. shampoo for brushes, and it works really well. All right, everyone. That is all for this video. Have a great evening. And I'll be posting another video here shortly, and you'll see what that is. And this is going up here in just a few minutes. So, all right, everyone, have a great evening, and I'll see you in my next video. And lurkers, you want to subscribe. And my subscribers, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. And lurkers, you want to subscribe, and incoming subs, welcome. And all right, everyone, have a great day, and I will see you later.